I mean, you've had a resilient group all year. I mean, you feel like they just proved that once again in this one.
Yeah, that was a hard one to get. You know, I mean, we started off, you know, and through the first 4 innings of the game, you know, they hit, I think it was 7 balls hard. We hit 8 balls hard, and they had a 7-run lead or a 6-run lead. And so, you know, that's baseball. You know, we didn't feel like we were catching any breaks, and we were trying to make our breaks, and they made some very good defensive plays on us. We lined out several times. And then, you know, just kind of had to keep going and keep, you know, staying with the process. And the kids did a great job doing, you know, staying with the process. We had a lot of adversity tonight. We were able to overcome it and come out with a Friday night win. That's huge.
Is there a good lesson, like when you get 1 back in the 6th, 1 back in the 7th? There a good lesson for the guys there that, hey, every run like that counts, even if you're still down 5 or 6.
We've been talking about momentum a lot, you know, and it's been something that we haven't done a great job of appreciating momentum. And it's been a deal where, you know, we've had some leads, and then we'll not value the momentum and lose a play defensively here or there, or an at-bat here or there. And so we've been talking a lot about momentum and the value of it in the game of baseball. And then today, another great example of momentum. And once it did get on our side, then it really started going. We started going downhill, and the game started getting much easier, where the game was a real struggle and a fight for the majority of that thing tonight.
What are your thoughts on the performances in the bullpen? Guys like Brandenburg and Mosiello and Kirby today, getting it to that point where you had a chance to come back late in the game.
Well, yeah, I thought it was fantastic. I thought Mosiello was lights out. I thought Summers was lights out. I think Tommy Brandenburg, he shows up out of the bullpen today, and he was lights out. You know, Stone Kirby got the first 0 up there on the board. I thought Schifatelli threw the ball good. I mean, the one kid got a big swing off on a 3-2 challenge count. I thought Schiff really threw the ball well, and we're going to need all those guys. You know, RJ was off tonight. That was unfortunate, but you're not going to be on every night. And he was off, and the rest of them picked us up to where we had the opportunity to be able to win a game at the end.
Drew Cowley on base 5 times today. Just what kind of difference does he make in that 2 slot?
Well, I mean, when you had a really good player and a really good hitter, I mean, you know, the play that he made early in the ball game, the 5-4-3 double play, was a slowly hit ball, and the way he got rid of that ball was equally as dynamic as what he did with the bat tonight. I mean, he's just a good baseball player.
Can you talk about what happened in the 9th inning with Walsh and what kind of momentum you guys had after that play?
What happened with Walsh at home plate, you know, it's a rule that's in the rule book, and so the umpiring crew have no choice but to enforce a rule as it's written. And the rule says that the hitter must be in the box ready to hit with 7 seconds remaining, and our hitter was waiting on their pitcher to engage with the rubber, which is usually a natural thing that happens in the game of baseball, where the pitcher gets on the rubber, the hitter gets into the box, and the normal flow of the game happens. The new rule obviously doesn't allow the normal flow of the game to happen at all times, and this was an example of it. I don't think the umpire was thrilled that he had to call it. I wasn't thrilled that he called it, especially in that situation. It was a learning moment. The rule is the rule. It isn't something you can debate at that time. It's in the book. He called it correctly, and although it pissed everybody on our side off, that's just a rule that probably needs to be addressed and refined as we move forward. The speed-up rules are great. We love them. And, you know, and just in this case, one of the fine details of the speed-up rule worked against us, and it was a good learning message for our team. We should be able to make an adjustment and have that work for us in the future.
Talk about the theme of momentum. Hope for the sake of a weekend that you're able to capitalize on this. A good way to start off the weekend.
Well, yeah, it's a great way to start off the weekend. I mean, the momentum of a Friday night win, it's huge. And, you know, we came off of last year up there at Washington State. We lost 2 games at Washington State. We won on Friday night fairly handily. And then the next 2 days, we got it put to us pretty good. And so we remember that. That's a fresh wound. Hopefully we can come out tomorrow and win the series.